Landon's here now, and you are in a very, very Christmassy mood.
Festive mood.
Festive mood.
I would say,
Absolutely.
Of course. You know, I wrote you a little poem, and I wrote it for all you Eagles fans out there because there's a lot to celebrate right now. 'Twas the day before, the night before Christmas, and all throughout Eastern PA, no one gave the Eagles a chance with Carson Wentz out, they'd say. But hope is not lost. After all, St. Nick is there. He's the Super Bowl MVP. So how would Nick Foles fare? St. Nick, the Texans are here. Can you beat them like the Rams and make the league fear? The Birds in the playoffs. Just last year they took flight. Would it be a happy Philly Christmas to all, or would Houston say good night? No more rhymes, just highlights now. Eagles need to win out and get some help to make it back to the postseason. Tied at 16 in the third quarter, and the legend of Nick Foles just continues to grow. Going deep for Nelson Aguilar. Foles throws for 471 yards. That's a new franchise record. 110 of them went to Zach Ertz, who set his own record. 113 catches this year, most ever in a season by a tight end. This one goes for a score. Eagles led 29-16 in this game. But Deshaun Watson, just so good this year, leads his team to a comeback. And check out that catch by Vincent Smith. With 2 minutes left, Texans take a 30-29 lead, but Foles rallies the troops. Jake Elliott makes him a hero once again, the 35-yarder for the win. 32-30, Philadelphia, back-to-back wins over the Rams and Texans, keeping their playoff hopes alive. Foles, well aware this could be his last game in the city of brotherly love.
It's emotional.
So will the road to the playoffs be via division championship or the wild card? Well, that all depends on the Cowboys, who would win the NFC East with a win over the Buccaneers. Early on, the Dallas defense making a play. Randy Gregory with the strip sack, scooped up by Jalen Smith, and the Notre Dame product returns it for the score. Dallas led 17-13 at the break. Second half, Dak Prescott to Michael Gallup for the touchdown. Cowboys win at 27-20. They win the NFC East. That's the 14th straight year without a repeat champion in the division. So that means the Eagles can only make the playoffs with a wild card berth. To do that, they need to beat the Redskins next week in Washington and get some help. A Bears win over the Vikings would do it, or they need the Seahawks to lose their last two games. Seattle is currently beating Kansas City. They also host Arizona next week. In Western PA, the Steelers are in their own playoff race. They need a win in New Orleans to stay ahead of the Ravens in the AFC North. No easy feat. The Steelers found themselves in an early hole in this game, but they battled back. Down 3 in the third quarter, Ben Roethlisberger to Antonio Brown. Just like that, Steelers up 28-24. They have a chance to run out the clock. They just keep giving the Saints chances. Stephen Ridley fumbling. They block a field goal on the ensuing drive. 4th and 5 now. Mike Tomlin, he's trying to fake punt. Roosevelt Nix comes up short, but celebrates as if he got the first down. Microcosm for the Steelers season. So a chance for the Drew Brees, and he takes advantage. It's Michael Thomas. 31-28 Saints. One more chance for the Steelers. One more mistake for the Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster fumbles at the edge of field goal range. Juju making a boo-boo. Maybe it was the New Orleans voodoo. Saints win it 31-28.
A lot of guys in that locker room that are taking this hard.
I take responsibility for that.
Steelers now need a win over the Bengals and a Ravens loss to the Browns in Week 17 to make the postseason. So all of a sudden, after this great run the Steelers have had, they do not control their own destiny.
On their own dime there, Landon. Thank you very much. We'll be right back.